I take umbrage against you. Say more. I saw your video on red flags and green flags about church, and I was offended by it, Pastor. You spoke mistruths most foul. Pray tell. First, you claim that it's a red flag when churches insist that their theology is the only true theology. But this is what every church believes. I don't. There's a lot of Christianity that doesn't claim that their understanding is the only one possible. I like the Lutheran theology that I preach and teach, but I wouldn't say that it's the only way that you can think. It's just the one that I find most agreeable. You also said that every church that's lasted longer than 30 years has some sort of theological shift, which is not true about my church. You're saying your church hasn't changed its theological stance on women voting, or segregation, or which language to use during worship, or how it feels about presidents having affairs? Those are minor things. Minor or not, literally every church has changed its theological stances over the years. To insist otherwise is to deceive yourself. You also said that pastors need an accountability structure. I did. I actually agree with that. There's far too many leaders who use their power to abuse others. Glad we're in agreement. Finally, you said it was a green flag when churches help out their local communities. Us Christians are supposed to be a people set apart, Pastor, a holy remnant. Yes, that is an idea that's called quietism or the doctrine of separation, which has been practiced in corners of Christianity. But in my opinion, it seems to counter the teachings of Jesus. Like what? Well, when Jesus quotes Isaiah in Luke 4 saying, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." What's your point? Jesus' gospel message is about grace, a story of liberation to everybody that he encounters. Yes, he is concerned about souls, but also the blind can see, the hungry eat their fill, and no one goes without. That's why it's a green flag when churches serve their communities, because that's what Jesus tells us to do. And it's hard.